will be the thing of the past, because you build the structure, the system, that everybody will be carried along. And your children and great-grandchildren will be better off. They don't need you. All they need is education. I don't give my children money. I give them education so that tomorrow will be better than, because we have to build a society that is supposed to be better than our society. But we're not building any society that is going to challenge our society. We're making it worse. The youth are on the street. The unborn children don't even know. Now we are drinking acid and cyanide water. So we are now going to produce kids without brains because of the chemicals. Countries are trying to take off our cocoa. They don't want to import our cocoa, our, what do you call it? Anything that we are producing, our food and even our fish, they don't want anymore because of the chemical component destroying everything of ours that we don't know. So who is leading Ghana? Who? I don't see anybody leading this country. I see people leading themselves. Everybody is a madman, doing mad things, and want mad results. You can never get that good results. So we need to change.
We need to change. That's the words of Hassan Ayaga, and he says it will take you and I to build a better Ghana. This is Slow Down. My name is Ni Akwe. Catch us again next week on GhanaWeb TV. You can also watch us on YouTube and all of our digital channels. Have a lovely week.
Powers and principalities.
There's so much fire inside me.
Tragedy struck when part of the largest hillside at the kosher rubbish dump collapsed.
It's going to be fun to see how he goes about approaching this game.
We table issues relating to the arts and entertainment for a riveting discussion, of course, without fear nor favor.
The question the presenter asked them was a dumb question. You need to speak the fact and move.
Varied views. We agree to disagree.
So I would disagree with everything you said. I think that he's a smart guy. I think what he did.
No, but I also said he's a smart guy.
Yeah.
I guess that I'm waiting for the what next.
Yeah, I don't think that we have to wait for what next.
It sometimes gets confrontational, but that's the beauty of the game.
Today you deny funny face. It's not my brother. Today you deny funny face. I don't know him. You don't know funny face. It's not my brother. You don't know funny face.
It's a package. We meet, we sit, we dialogue, we learn, we progress. My name is Benefo Huabin Abrantepa, a proud blogger, and this is my forum.
education,
health,
economic empowerment.
At the heart of MTN's social impact activities is its commitment to the communities it operates in and its value of giving back.
The MTN Foundation was established in 2007 with the key objectives of doing good and contributing to the welfare of the communities in which we operate.
Commitment.
Since its establishment, the MTN Ghana Foundation in the last 10 years has invested well over $13 million across its 3 focal areas: education, health, and economic empowerment.
Education.
In the area of education, we have building of classroom blocks, ICT rooms, libraries, robotic labs, and we also have provided scholarships to brilliant but needy students.
The MTN Bright Scholarship was set up to award well-deserving students across Ghana to pursue various courses at different levels of education in Ghana. Over 12 million Ghana cedis have so far been awarded to 1,300 Ghanaian students.
After I got the scholarship, things moved very smoothly for me. Here I am today. Thank you very much. God bless MTN.
The Teachers Improvement Awards program was designed to support Ghanaian teachers in the first and second cycle public institutions to upgrade their education at the first degree or master's degree levels. Teachers who wish to pursue courses in English, mathematics and science are supported to complete their studies.
I don't know the word to use to express how excited I am because it has relieved me from my financial burden.
Thank you, MTN Ghana Foundation.
Thank you, MTN.
health.
In the area of health, we provide medical equipment, including incubators and other medical supplies, building of maternity blocks in hospitals. We have also built CHIPS compounds in various parts of the country. On Christmas Day in particular, we provide children and mothers born on Christmas Day with baby hampers to help them along. We also support vulnerable people with the cost of their surgeries.
Other initiatives in the area of health include the Save a Life campaign, which organizes the annual blood donation exercise and has remained one of the National Blood Bank's biggest contributions since its inception.
Economic empowerment.
In the area of economic empowerment, we have so far been able to do 12 projects in that area, and these include, among others, MTN Hitmakers. We have supported micro businesses in areas of shea butter production, palm oil production. We have also recently empowered over 100 youth in relation to the repair of mobile phones. They've been trained and equipped with kiosks where they have been provided with equipment, a bit of startup training to be able to engage in that area of the business.
Community service.
The MTN Heroes of Change program was launched to identify and recognize selfless people who continue to sacrifice their time and resources to improve their communities and brighten lives. Over 1 million Ghana cedis have been awarded to various winners to improve their projects.
Compassion.
Today, MTN is not just a telephony company, but a service that makes life much brighter for its valued customers. And that is progress.
That is progress.
And that is progress.
And that is progress.
Powers and principalities.
There's so much fire inside me.
Tragedy struck when part of the largest hillside at the kosher rubbish dump collapsed.
It's going to be fun to see how he goes about approaching this game.
Yatinase, yes, another day is here with us, and so we converge to discuss issues relating to the arts and entertainment. Today, we focus on another allegation knocking on the doors of Kwame Eugene. Well, a musician says he's stolen his song titled Showbody True or false? His boss Richie is some way somehow blaming the media for some of these issues. We table it for a riveting discussion. It is Bloggers Forum on GhanaWeb TV. I am Benefo Boabin Abrantipa. Thanks for joining us on Bloggers Forum. And on Bloggers Forum, we table issues relating to the arts and entertainment for a riveting discussion. Nene B is a columnist, a lawyer in the making. He's an author. Nene book no ache. Minim the entire book no. Is it coming out this week anyway? This year?
It should be coming out within the next month or two. The book is actually done.
Okay.
Yeah, it's left with some
He's waiting for me.
red tapings.
He's waiting for me.
Nanea says you are waiting for him. Is he the one who is going to write the forward?
No, I'm getting him people to write them.
There's something I've actually it's some behind the scenes stuff. But it's true actually. I'm waiting for him.
Okay. So Nenebi is a columnist and he is an author. He will release his book very soon. Nanea is the director at oneplayafrica.com. Nana Akwaba.
Just a minute.
Be fine.
Oh, Pardon. Last week now, GhanaWeb for headlines now they are there. Nipa frame here.
I want for frame.
As a matter of fact, I'm saying Facebook there. I did my temper. My training to become.
Yeah.
But now, my numbers. But I'm with that time. I'm follow on Instagram. Who can follow me?
Instagram handle cry there.
I am Nanaya 18.
Oh, okay. Moon follow no.
No follow. No. I could get them.
Yeah.
My mom would do my Instagram handle his names. Who did do my Find girls and find them following.
Amabroni is on standby for tidbits. We call it Nkomoho.
Now what trade it and common iron wound, some man share ya man obey maker. What? Young country answer. Let's there drop it one baby one hour saves there and we na kwa basem nina or say Amabroni. Now what tree in some my course entertainment industry in I have born at Babasum. My try when I embrace say ya. And my chassis say about Chrome had his own say Ghana for the Yasumi and the Menewo, Yasumi and the rough. Now, Saban say, who could cameras so Nan Sembia couch because one shed across, and I will come first one as Anna Yebefan. Now, some will be Munima Bnako, I say mental health advocates, bipolar disorder. She's suffering from NDA as a matter hoarded out. Onya sa manic episode I was about to make a cancer be nature because one can eat move and near the Kaku. It's about time I was seeking help. Of course, she's seeking help Nene. Now what you may at the why you say, just say, I let some come up when you say, then you share. Yen sister Abnako corner once again watch your cameras in his radio or bed drop information and casa. I brother Coco dropping list be a merma be or chemo on the one IABB. One way dear girl won't pim I have been a cobo a year Eugene for concerning ding I was Alice much more on the day on the name and die on to me in Castle on the concern a dim pemegori but Tafri Bomski one moon him the data Tafri Bomski dear or Chema Eugene Onimian Casa. I know the Uncle Bamani A1. Now some me buy and a man for Casa. I've been on him so ni pay while could be a bobo and the baby I worry. Na yes, yes, and Yebeko. Anya 2 days na buy no castle. It was one of that manic episode and a buy night. I say, okay, Kaka can see. I've been at him, one bobo won't do Neja. I saw you needful of afraid Binum bin so text Jones or Pamucho, say any say names, Mufano Boninchen. Only don't call him some case. I fed up not to her. I bet sure. Eugene or Saffron cancer, consa, or the Asemiako okay, mama. Message no or texting so on fan channel and one canny Eugene the aqua or cocaine. Abnachema, Eugene. A good ben episode in midden. Miana missing Mabo wooding, me power chow. Now, Uncle won't deserve because I did wire, Taffy Bomskin way, a idea we will by catching say where you cry, Uncle Winnie my own warren own penny. I'm not walking cancer, maybe say, I'm not sure say I'm pana. Oh, now I'm not dropping screenshots. Eugene texting message, I want you to come. Come no umbrella studio and I said come near when or drop pay some AEB. Why would she up say on your Abnako Koshiana said one didn't know why a Taffy Bonskin or Baby Yaman and I'm not dropping no say wow about to up opportunities a Goria di Bina now okay from our reading message into you Junia Deum. Also would yes an episode then obey you who fiancasa and check or drop a video be a man same BS in terminal or I bet you mean a man. Yendi ye wa ha ne be ko bia nkomo ne se na be die bia ye de bebrem adam say den krom ha de onu say artist de bia won ho nsem but ebi no ho ayese won pe won ho ase wo beti won kan na je say won release nyom bi na kwesi ata na watwe be keka nsem na nkofo say kwesi sa na yenim say won so wo hye ho saa o chema eye Dope Nation twins onu woni sa adenti ana Ubeka ya some time ago na Dope Nation betrema wo call show bi na eye Kosiata boys no mu disrespect won nti wo bekeka ansem bebre na Kosiata chema asema Dope Nation beken enimu da she sense nti wonim na nti a wo betwa nto o say you lied on my name say na wo chirem nti sa dia oni woni sa.
Are you cool with Dope Nation? Am I cool with Dope Nation? No, I'm not cool with them.
Why?
I'm not cool with them because they lied on my name.
Mafo de men kai mo ya mo be kai e July 2014 na Castro and Janet and asamwaja mo kwada na news be to just so Castro and Janet o ma tonsum o ma yira be si na ye hu echi akwan na mra e wo krom ha na che say so be yira after 7 years na e betu me declare say de nwa ewu na e July 2021 and e be ye 7 years asem yi esi nti eno na court be declare say finally say ya until won kana July 2020 ba na che say ye declare e Castro and Janet dead. Now I am Miss V, I former Links Entertainment signee. I say interview bin and say kosun say I say release feelers bebre. Now the recent one no chima. I our Links Entertainment one man kabi and some by no refillable no. I said mo amu se kai ye free na mo de man say na Miss V chire mu. I said you ofi I said mo se own chair. Kana Miss say on chia Castro na ade mu se free no so dey fine se mu be mu chia ka wo dey metua na o che mo ka che ni management wo dey obetua kakran nti Miss V chire ma ade a Links Entertainment dey ni but Links respond say asem na Miss V kan say yampa ana say enyampa na yenjina Links ntem ya so eye Kwame Eugene mo amunim rockstar ono na eye Nigerian artist be I train just all na ready the ding o chema eye ni nyom show them oberia feeling change they say they were soon I was soon na some ye buy na eye Links Entertainment one boss which means I didn't say me abeto do chema eye track list no mo release no the dada crowd not show body wom and san kwa na Nigerian artist ne kwa ebe release this anum e wo mu say o release and san kwa me Eugene dey ba but wo show one track list ma not show body wom to me nka so abewia and I reach chema eye Ghana ha say media mo na mo sorry mo keka nsem fa kwa me Eugene na wenya wo say ne wo siu ne but Kwame Eugene de bia ne mama ne dinda o sample dwem kakra mu say we but we dey Links wenwia and mama yantu ankomo no so eye Shatawale SM boss no oye state of the industry address na mu na den sem bebrebe todwa o twema Ghana is about time ye tie ye nwum ne mbo 90% of Ghanaian music dey bia mo sorry na Nigeria na afedi dey bi say them be say industry no kwanima mumbo 90% of Ghanaian music actually also kwa abochi ni ofu bisanso na Ghana nyombe na yeye no also no kasa wen hu bibia anka nti je say Ghana ye ba ha ye need special genre of music bia ye na kwa bisanso na high life na Shatta no zo ye ne wan na nsem ye obeke kan na ye entertainment pandemic and now that Samuel Bedu everything bia akase Shatawale we are confused we are inconsistent wo krom how say industry ye nkoso time ye kase ye push 80% of Ghanaian music on boy room one kan ho hwe wa panelists for cancer na wa na be didi wan ata fe de wa sanso atwa ho akase ye ni genre of music also wo so ya wo kase no wa sanso akase na nsem iba na nkofo kase Shatawale ase wo aya wo kan sem bia na sanso aba na wa be sesa wan adwen ti Shatta wo ka amenye nana mu ne asam abedu adwen na se musa asam na Shatawale akan e say yes sesa nyem e wo entertainment industry ni na watwe na a police for me dem say me betu just so say wa akire nkofo bia na nka wo pese what did we say wa wonim we na wa wo hwe picture ba ya we an wa bobbo ne to ate say wa akire rap ya na nkofo say sana krom ha mu shiriza na say me ba na John Dumelo actor John Dumelo politician ordinary no atomo chema Ghana ha say moton cigarette cigarette ya no moto me na de na afede nkofo we de mu say we na illegal na de na nsem iba na nkofo ka say Dumelo pese wo de wanu tutum na je say legalize ya di na enche bia odua kekedu kakra na afede odua we kakra na enche kra and you call me the ganja farmer I know my end to uncommon swear. Sir, Moka and a tornado of a fair nigga film. Aha. Oh, no, didn't send me a bit to you. Or my Ghanaian celebrities, more fake. In the said, yeah, I do one funny say on the moon rolly. No, can't send me ever Zion Felix, I any show you so. Then Zion Bisani so. Now, only Miss Bass and Shadan who show me. I didn't know Jim also. One of the Hobat on Shadan 10 and Kaya. And I'm suspect to say, I don't mark one, some of the money mokurama boom. Now, sending back to Jana, a Miss Bo, on one casa about on Achima. Oh. Nana, Fanny Bonnet, a woman say, I say, waffle mocha cravats. Who cast on an encasa, he on any bay soup. Miss Bonana, throw you. So, when on any bay soup, he not in the bedding cock say a guy. What for one samba no best would cook on a best friend and ordinary community. Nana, or patch of Fanny Bonnet, na sound so accepting. Na moon boom, celebrity friends, Neja, mon just saying cacra. I'm a friend of my fa D Black and some semi and sorry. D Black no chema. Mama who's on a mere dream, and now say 5 Frida Rice near a day. Just on go for baby, but can be an only 1 year dream. No, Ochema. Move the so a dream more ye own ye, I no one like cry any end a cran in room cacos de bentasa. Or no, dear, so your piano who sell what talents, no, what drive now say you are in for the job, and no one obey your dream. It is almost on your BB or baby a dream, and I fed you on in your chest and any driving. And in an talent on any judgment. Mamma Castle, I record label, one in me, one on the done. The black famous assembly day and yampan, Timon forget a cry. The black, and no see, also one in me and ender. My engineer Sonaja, you're finding them brewery, that's an I'm a brony, Homer cousin in a Melbourne, Namida Besum, a brantipa, so my.
Ama yadase yasum ewa hase Bloggers Forum GhanaWeb TV. That's Ama Bruni with tidbits in Komoho. For more of these stories, visit our website www.ghanaweb.com. Mami shasi free nene so nene ba hache. Ane ya dia ida. If you nipa. Nene. Which of the stories would you want to run with?
I feel like that question is mischievous because you know the story I want to run with.
Looks like you want to do Abna Koko and Eugene. You see, when it comes to some of these things, I know you. There is no way. You never disappoint.
Yes.
The laughter is even funny.
Eugene is my friend, he's my brother. And I really, he deserves a lot of accolades. For a young man to do work and for the work to attract praises in the public sphere or in the public domain, that means that work was a really worth commending. I feel like all young men should be able to learn from Eugene that our whole body was made for everything else. You understand? I don't want to maybe a collaborative program. So you can use your anyway.
You
your
can use
tongue,
any part.
Your fingers,
It's
everything
okay
to do work and be commended for it. And so I want to commend Eugene for. However, there seems to be some form of denial from his part, right? Even though it's not really a clear denial.
Yeah.
He's not saying that what the lady said was true or false. He just said that the lady apologized to him. Right?
Yeah.
And apologizing for, I think she might have apologized for making it public, something that happened in private. That doesn't necessarily mean that what she said was a lie or not. And she also put out a conversation between Eugene and herself. And to me, I like soap operas. I like drama a lot. So this is a story that I'm really excited about. I want to keep following. I hope they keep bringing more tea to that, to that space.
But we've seen some people post her videos. Anytime she has an episode, and there have been some comments, a number of comments and all. Do you think that as a society we are helping educate people on the disorder, or we are just taking delight in whatever expose she is giving
so I want to say this about that. Yesterday I couldn't sleep in the night, so I watched her video. I think it's like 2 hours long or something. I watched about 40 minutes of it. And she made a lot of points in that video. The expose was like less than 5 minutes of that. Yet that was the portion that got carried in the news the most. And there's nothing wrong with that because sex sells. You can't run from that fact. And you are not going to write a news story on the whole 1 hour, 2 hours video. You are only going to write story on the part which is the most headline grabbing. What I have liked from our journalists or from people reporting on the matter is that, yeah, you see, there's something that I didn't go to journalism school, but I started working in journalism at the age of 19. One of the things my mentor taught me is that the whole story is the first paragraph and the last paragraph. So the most newsy parts, you keep it in the first paragraph and the last paragraph. However, between the first paragraph and the last paragraph, whichever details are important to you, the writer, or whichever details you think people need, you put those details in the story, right? So yeah, you could have sensationalized, you would have the sensational headline, write the expose in the first paragraph, but in the following paragraph, we could have done some more education on the whole mental health issue, what bipolar is, why hers is a specific, she had a specific episode she has. And so, and probably that may come from the blogging culture we have in Ghana. Let me say why it is that. Because the first thing you want to do as a blogger when you have a newsy article is be the first to put it out. Because when people Google it, they are going to click on the first thing that they see. So you want your story to be the first thing that come out so that when people Google Abina Koko, your story will be the first that will come out. So because of that, the time that you will spend to do some research, people don't do that. Bloggers don't do that. Don't spend time doing research. You can't do everything, right? You could have called some experts to educate you a bit. And I think that it usually doesn't take up to even 30 minutes to do some, those sort of research, right? And I would have preferred if our bloggers have taken some 5-10 minutes to do that research and then put it in the story. And then the public who is reading would go beyond just the sensationalism and then, get into the meat of the matter.
Right. Nana, then echo.
Around here. This week, the Mayari Park. I think I would like to talk about Castro Dennis Bandu to be legally declared dead in July. One of the few people who I think about when I think of Castro will be Kewa. Because if you know the relationship between Kewa and Castro, every time Castro's conversation comes up, it's hard on Kewa. And so when the news broke that July, police might probably file for him to be declared dead, I reached out to Kewa and had a conversation with Kewa. I had a conversation also with D-Flex. Tilly also in my office. She also interviewed Quick Action to find out how Castro was, and everybody keeps saying the same thing. Now or you'll be the whole Joe Boadia, and he's a very lively person. Now everything about Castro is super fun. I think one thing Kewa said that got my attention was that he said at the time that Ghanaian artists were not fighting for producers to get what was due them, Castro was making sure that producers were getting what was due them. To the extent that he's one of the artists that can travel Kobosu and Bochana Waba to make Shopee a whole bag. The better producer because one man hits. It's sad that an incident like this has happened, and this is how we are going to lose one of Ghana's greatest musicians, Castro. The incident and the things that happened around his death, and the whole spirituality of he's somewhere and he's not talking, and I say wabomu. A whole lot of fabricated spiritual things, to the extent that some people went to Adam and said they went to
speak to the sea and all that kind of thing. That's not an image that fans of Castro, including myself, we would like to have for our legend. It's not a way that if you think about Castro, you won't think about Toffee, you won't think about Odopa, you won't think about African Girls, you won't think about all the hits Castro played, but you're going to think about it, how people went to a certain sea or whatever, river, to go and lie to us that they're going to talk to the sea or whatever to get him back. What am I saying? It's very sad. And another thing that hurts me the most is how we've left out the young girl, Janet Bano, and how a mother till now might be grieving because you can't come to understand why your daughter is not back. And even what will give you a bit of maybe happiness is that maybe the media would have also recognized your daughter, but they don't. Just until they're not one come home. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So it's like for Janet's mother and father and the siblings, I'm wondering what they'll be going through in July if police comes out to declare Castro and her dead. It will be very, very painful. But that's what I'm hoping to see. My family now, Yako. It's not easy.
In general, I can't a month.
Oh, your train says point. And here. And yeah, 1 month now. What's about my hope? I train 6 years. They are any number. I buy a grab and say, and to be a declare say, well, I hope, my hope. My soon. So I'm soon. But I mean, I want to encourage the family. It's going to be a hard ball on them. I want to encourage the family to hold the faith. But what I want to see is this. Initially, I wanted to bash all his friends who are artists because I have not seen their level of interest after the whole Adan thing and all that thing happened. But I can also pardon them because, their
interest in terms of...
Yeah, in terms of, if I just oppose it against how a certain Biggie and Park murder case has not been solved, but there has been so many things out of that incident, with interest always picking up. As I speak to you, there's a new movie on Netflix that deals with the aftermath of the Biggie and Park death, the unsolved murder. It's on Netflix now. So I can pardon them because maybe I won't train say Castro Baba. So I pardon them. But in July, when it happens, I want to see his friends come out in full force to not make his legacy die in just like that. Remember I said that, I was with Arnold and I said that Rollins, the art industry, we didn't treat Rollins very well, even the whole media. And he was like, what again made them do? What again made them do? Oh, you remember?
Yeah.
Fast forward, what is Musica saying? They want to do something for Rollins. Chroma say, I know that everybody has what they call important. And then what will be important to me might not be important to Nene. But I tell these artists...
Making fire is important to me.
But I tell these artists that so far as it's one of your own, you have to make it an important part of your life. So that one day, if you two are no more, you will always be celebrated. I was telling a friend of mine who's an artist that the current stars, Shatta, Sack, Stone, Samini, whatever, right? One more celebrity Ebutela, performance, and Papa Yansin, CK Man. And he was like, I'm saying, I'm like, yeah, they should know their birth date. You understand? They should celebrate them so that the younger musicians who also come in will see what they are doing for those up there, so they will do it for them. Because in Ghana, we have a tendency of letting legacies die as if it's 20 years on, Biggie is still the most celebrated in the space of Bad Boy Records, yes or no? 20 years on. To the extent that recently there was a new documentary on him about his mom talking about everything. And there's money.
To tell. It's on Netflix.
Yes.
I'm on my phone right now.
And there's money generating for the family to take care of the family. And see, you can say, oh, then they come at 200 Ghana, no, my 300, no, my 400, neither come at Busiana and one no. But you see, we have to find a way of maintaining people's legacy. Papa Yansin is dead, right? Did you see the funeral? Funeral. Like, people who have laid down their lives for the industry and they've served the industry. And the way we make them go away and their legacy is not even added to anything, as if it's a woman.
Mostly the complaint is that the new crop of musicians do not attend the funeral of some of these.
Yeah, so I was telling a friend
because
who's a star.
Mostly, you attend funerals of people you know, right?
Not all the time.
I'm saying mostly, culturally. You attend funerals of people you know. So sometimes the older musicians and younger musicians, there is usually no relationship between them. But I like the point you're making. I wanted to chip in something.
Chip in.
Yeah. Something I've noticed on streaming platforms, most old Ghanaian music are not on the streaming platforms. Like my favorite rapper, Comfort Kwade, apart from Audiomack, his music is not on any streaming platform.
Recently was when Reggie released his music on the platform.
Apart from Comfort Kwade, the high life musicians, most of them don't have the. And you realize that the musicians who have their music on the streaming platforms are those who are, in a way, kind of still doing music, like that Lumba. All his albums are on the streaming platform. Or for example, yeah, and those who have international, who have done music outside there, that man used to produce his music outside Ghana. Yeah. But those who are living in Ghana, I don't know whether you can blame the new crop of artists or you can blame they themselves, right? Because there are some. I like listening to old music a lot because I'm a music nerd, and when I search for music from other parts of the world, which were released in 1930, 1915, I can find them online, and it's easy to. But when I look for a Ghanaian album, maybe I've heard this song when I was a kid, and I want to go back to it, it's very difficult to find. So it's very difficult for me to appreciate or go back to the feeling I felt when I first heard that song.
So there's that gap.
There's a big gap when it comes to legacies in our art industry in Ghana. Listen, the reason I said I wanted to bash Castro's friends was after the 4th year, every year, some media houses try to bring it up.
Yeah.
I have not seen an interest, for instance, in a build-up, in a way to even harness certain emotional support for family of your friend.
How were you expecting them to execute that?
Okay, thank you. This is something that I'm passionate about because I want one day if I'm not there, if people want to celebrate me. So, how to whip interest or raise emotional support for Castro's family is the stars. Every time it's a year on, everybody coming out to put out a solidarity message. There can be videos. Castro gave people hits. As a matter of fact, Sarkodie's biggest YouTube views right now features Castro.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't care about the money. That is their business. But I'm saying that as a way of paying solidarity to somebody who had also voiced on your record, it's important that every year on, when you hear that, hey, I feel months where Muna Castro, 84 years, I won't buy you. It's beautiful to do a video to encourage family. It's beautiful to do a message and say, listen, this is for Castro's family. We are with you guys. We haven't forgotten about you guys. You see, you can do it in a way that the media will also take it and then drive it. If you're doing it personally to how Ghanaians treat some of these things, I say, oh, they do it and they send it to the woman directly. Now, like he's saying, then the new generation of artists, they don't know that this is how we're supposed to even come together for our own. The reason why I said funerals not all the time is because, you see, Park, when he died, let me use Biggie for instance, when he died, a lot of the rappers that gathered around their time, they don't get any agree.
Yeah,
but one of their own had fallen. Therefore, everybody comes together. What I'm saying is that even if the old artists who are not our friends, who are not getting us closer to them, because it's generational times, we have to make the effort of turning up. Like how if our own is getting married, we all show up. It's the same way we do it, because tomorrow it can be you not doing music. Tomorrow it can be you not being alive. Once I say, oh yeah, and Ebema Kweku Jama Kweku Flake, Monya Manyama who say, I didn't say na, it's just I'm gonna envy Papa Uye. I had the same cringe that I didn't see his friends. I didn't see them on the social media. I didn't see them come out to do videos to come and support you. I saw a few of them tweet. But how you would have seen the US stars coming out all out. Even when a US star goes to prison and is coming out, it's a big deal in America because they protect legacies. They protect some of their own.
Right.
You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Castro in July, if Fofian Tuata, Nase, Abayin Bekase Wawua, I want to see movie producers come out to say that we want to be able to build a certain movie that will defend or keep Castro's legacy. It can be a docu-series with a blend of acting in there as somebody as Castro to tell the story.
Okay.
So that money can, so that aside keeping the legacy, it can also generate money for family. I want to see his colleagues in the industry not just come out to do videos. I want them to be involved. Involvement in us in coming together to even not just do one song, many records. People who have songs with him that they have never released, they should. Now, Ames is no more. Ames, Nanifa Ukraine say it's so sad that Castro's line is almost gone. Ames is no more. So whoever Ames was working with on Castro, please reach out to some of us. Let's organize all his music.
I just remember something last year during the when they were having the what do you call that thing? That's how they organized.
Which one?
The battle, no.
Behind the hits.
The behind the hits thing, no. I remember what's that guy's name? JQ saying he shared a lot of stories about Castro, JQ and 4S4 Captain Planet. They shared a lot of stories about Castro, and they said this year when there is that declaration, they're going to have some celebrations to honor him. And I hope that they'll keep to that.
Okay.
No, I know for a fact that Jay and CPDM, you see,
I think Nanea's concern is the fact that the
longevity of that thing.
Yeah.
It's really
and then a few people are just doing it.
Yeah, I
and
think that the whole thing is, let's be honest, anybody who decides that they want to be famous in life is a selfish person. So every of our entertainment people, including you and I, we are all selfish people. So anytime we want to attach ourselves to something, we want to attach ourselves to things that will benefit us. So people want to celebrate Castro in a way that will benefit them. So now, I think that the CP, JQ, and the rest should be looking at ways of making the Castro celebration fun enough, at least, so that the younger people would want to be a part of that field for their own benefits.
They have a bigger challenge. You know why? I was on radio on a different platform. I won't mention the station. I was trying to ask people how, because I asked that why are we not doing the show around Castro? Because this is the time government has come out. I know because 7 years, dear.
That one to be
That is even the bigger problem in our industry.
Yeah.
Those of us who are supposed to help
the media
protect these legacies are the ones that put less attention to it. But you see, if Castro's power friends, Castro has got a relationship with Stoneboy, right? Samini, Sack, Shatta, right? All these guys, if they all come together and they all say that, listen, together with JQ, Captain Planet, and everybody said, listen, we want to establish the Castro, whatever annual event. We want, and they are making a move to a station, media house. Nobody will say no. Nobody. Listen, if JQ and CP do it themselves, I'm telling you, if the people who have power, Kewa, Sack, and all these guys come together and harness one power and say like, listen, we want you guys, GhanaWeb, one play. We want you guys to come on board every year, like how it's done for Biggie, like how it's done for Pac. Every year we go celebrate this guy because you see, if we don't do it for Castro, we didn't do it for CK Man, we didn't do it for Papa Jansen, we won't do it for Castro.
Okay, right. We'll take a break here. Me Castro. Okay, yeah, phone. So the first time I called him, I was looking for Kofi Kinate's number. And so when he picked the call and they were speaking, I asked him of the number. He shouted. I think it was on one of his other phones. So he shouted in Fanti, "Hey, Aze, Kinata ne number no way infant." You know, that was the first time I spoke with Castro. Let's take a break. When we return, we'll talk about Kwame Eugene, who has once again been accused of song theft. It's Bloggers Forum on GhanaWeb TV.
From the dawn of time, people have engaged in several businesses. With the onset of technology and innovation, life has relatively been made easier. By using debit or credit cards,
mobile banking.
thank you, money, tech has indeed married business. On BizTech, we spend time with faces behind known and upcoming businesses in the country.
Learn more about the new technologies and innovation,
as well as find out about the trending issues in the world of business.
Join us as we serve you with a variety of compelling interviews, projects, and others right here on GhanaWeb TV.
Welcome back. It's Bloggers Forum on GhanaWeb TV. The name is Abrantepa. Nane Alredu is with OnePlayAfrica.com. Nene B is a columnist. They are my guests. And we're having a conversation. Now, we just finished with Castro, Castro's conversation. Yeah, Nene B also touched on Konkonsan Eugene. So, next is Kwame Eugene, who has been accused of song theft. Showbody, last week's episode, we were doing sampling. And I remember Naneo and Mauli, almost the face who I say, you know, the most interesting thing, both of them were saying the same thing, but what they say, Mauli was bent on calling Kwame Eugene, Kwame Eugene a thief, say, he didn't seek permission, a home croneba, and Naneo was saying that, well, even if you didn't take permission, you can do the work back door when you are doing the publishing works near home croneba, but what they say, Mauli say, so far as I want to seek permission, oh, my phone that home to me, my fa. You go and use the phone, and when you see me, you say, I've taken your phone, or you're 2 hours, say, 7 catch or whatever. Anyway, so let's continue. Now, the Nigerian musician, Oduma, also Kwame Eugene, every name, show body, show your body. In fact, when I checked the views, Kwame Eugene 2 million and over.
In 8 months.
Yeah. And Oduma is 11,000 or so. Yeah, 11,000. Let's just say Kwame Yokone Nimpa. But that's not the case. So we're talking about, I think it was Nene Nana Mibisa about the song title. At least minimum Shikra, the minimum say Odo, just Odo. I can count the number of songs that has Odo as titles. Castro had Odo, Onikinata, Obi Dowa Samini. Yeah, that's also Odo for the Maybe we should begin from song title. Okay. Are you entitled to a title of a song?
Okay, so the title of a song is a very different conversation from the song.
Yeah.
Yes, but the title of a song is totally different from the song. I don't think you can get copyright, especially say copyright protection for the title of the song alone, because, but we do talk about that when you're talking about. But the title of the song, you can get a trademark protection for the title of a song.
Like how? So
GhanaWeb is a trademark, right? So the fact that you people have used GhanaWeb for 25 years.
22.
For 22 years, if a different news organization want to call themselves GhanaWeb, you people can sue them. You understand? Even if they are not necessarily the same type of, they are not necessarily a website, because it's still news. So the title of the song is a trademark with which you are using to sell the song, right? So you can get protection for the title of the song, but it depends on what the title of the song is. So you know this song, Every Day I'm Hustling. Yes. Recross going to sue. There's this group called, is it LMFAO? Because they have a song called Every Day I'm Shuffling. And under normal trademark agreement or copyright, you say shuffling and hustling are the same, right? But the courts didn't give, they didn't allow Recross to win the case because the expression "every day I'm hustling" is a common expression. It's an expression everybody uses. You understand? So you can't get protection for something which is a common expression. So I'm thinking of a song title like Cash Rules Everything Around Me, Cream. That was an original creation from Wu-Tang Clan. Nobody had used that expression in music before them. So an expression like, a title like Everyday Cash Rules Everything Around Me could be, I'm not saying it is, could be protected trademark of the Wu-Tang Clan.
Okay.
So apart from things which are peculiar like that, it's very difficult to get protection for the song title alone. Yes.
Right.
Unless your song title is something special, like my name is Tenebi, it's a special name. Nobody else is called something.
I asked that because Richie has said that the only common thing with a song is the title.
Exactly, yes.
But you've listened to both songs.
I've listened to.
Do you sense any similarities apart from the title?
Zero similarities between the two songs.
Really?
Yes. Let's have a very surface level conversation. Let's not even go deep. The two songs have two different concepts. Not even the sound. They have two different concepts. The other guy, what's his name?
Oduman.
Oduman's song chorus is about girls shaking their body. All the girls they shake body. All the girls they shake body. All the girls they shake body. I don't understand what he meant by that. It could mean two different things, but it's all about girls shaking their body. Eugene's song is about a specific girl shaking his body. You understand? Those are two different things. Saying girls should shake their body and saying a girl is shaking her body are two different things. You understand? And so the concepts of the song are different. The progression or the chord progression of the song or the arrangement of the songs are different. As in, one is a mid-tempo song, one is a fast up-tempo song. You understand?
Yeah.
3, the beats are even different. And the lyrics, there are no similarities between the lyrics of the two songs. Or was it? There's
nothing, there's nothing, bro. There's nothing. Challenge.
There's some in music, when you are fighting for copyright, let me just go there. There are two ways. I think we'll come back to the plagiarism thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me just talk about, in order to own, if you are accusing somebody of stealing your copyright, then there are two things the court look for: access, which we'll talk about later, and substantive similarities. So there should be something similar between the two songs, substantive. You understand? Because the fact that even if it's the same lyrics, the fact that they are all using the same lyrics doesn't mean that it's the same. You understand? What are the similarities between? There should be substantive. And you know, in copyright, the court use something we call a reasonable man test. If a normal human being who thinks reasonably hears the two songs, are they going to think that the two songs are the same? That's the test for copyright protection. So will a reasonable man think that the two songs are similar? That's the protection. So you as a reasonable man, you think the two songs are similar?
Nanea was saying, he kept saying it's not the same when you were talking. Nana.
Charlie, yo. See, you know, initially when the thing came up, I told myself I wasn't going to talk about it.
Yeah.
Because I've said it here countless times that the people who are supposed to educate the public or the layman when it comes to these copyright issues don't even know what it is, and they misinform and they call it a thief. We've called somebody's son thief. Look at this song that has show body. Even the engineer's name in the song is also a sample from Qbeat. Child, play it. Play the song. The first in the engineer's name. Qbeat is what? Qbeat. Let's go. Let's play the song. When we start to play the thing down in copyright, the guy loses the case here. Or the court, we wish him all the best. You can't tell me that I've written a song, right? And your song came out when? Your song is what, July?
It came out in, yes. It came
July 17th.
Yes.
July 17th. I had my birthday because I MC Kwame Eugene's album launch. I had my birthday on the 6th of August. Before my birthday, the songs were on the music stores. So the day that Kwame did the album listening was the day that we ushered Open Gates into the public. And we even announced the date for the album. So before we got to even June, and because Sadiq was with Kwame Eugene in June doing a special listening.
Yeah.
So
I remember that.
Okay.
I think he made reference to was it Sarkodie's an album of one of the artists that he listened to, and he said now he has the opportunity to listen to another
one from Kwame.
Yes, and that he can say it will be a great hit.
You see, on the back end of I always pick the data because that's what I deal with. When we are uploading songs onto the stores, depending on the marketing value or marketing reach or the plan for the album, some labels, if I'm working through me and I'm pitching to Sonny will tell me that, George, send me the things a month or two ahead, so I can put marketing budgets behind it. So you will see a kid is waiting for Golden Boy album, right? But I can tell you that by this time the songs are already done. Every marketing thing has been done. They're just waiting for the song to just come up, and then you see a banner on Apple Music, a banner on iTunes. We don't do that thing within 2 days, 3 days, 4 days. It doesn't work like that. Globally, when you're releasing music, it has to fall within a certain circle, a certain timing, because they recognize the spaces that everybody must enjoy. So we don't wake up one morning and then release an album, release a song. I can tell you for a fact because we worked on Adam's mood swing. He will tell you that the mood swing tape, when we sent it to Sonny, they said the time that we are giving them is what. So if we can wait for 2 months, they can put a marketing plan and a budget behind it. So when you see a certain Jackie on a Times Square in New York, it's not just woke up and it's just there. It takes time because that billboard needs a space to be available for us to put it there. When you see a Burna Boy album and he has a big billboard in other parts of the world, in their airports and things, boss, it takes time. So if you think that because the video for the audio came out in October, therefore you have a base to say that your song was the inspiration behind Kwame Eugene's Show Body, it's laughable. As an artist who works with data, unless he tells me that when I recorded my song, right, I called Links and I said I want to feature Kwame Eugene. I called Links maybe somewhere February, and then Links said they will not give me the feature. But I had sent the song, I have proof of email, you see, or I have proof of messaging, either WhatsApp, SMS, or iMessage, to prove that, yes, in February I spoke to Richie Mensah of Links Entertainment, who said Kwame Eugene cannot do the feature, only for me to hear a song called Show Body. Then we can open the case. Don't come and tell me that when you play the 2 songs, there is nothing similar. Listen, both of this man and myself, we follow one man called Kanye West. He is the biggest sampler in the fucking world, excuse my language. But you get it? But the whole world knows that, oh, this Kanye guy, if you do the sample, he will go do the writings. This one, this particular song, there is no, listen, it's even like so painful. You know what they pay Richie? They pay Richie say, they are not going to have Eugene songs. That's the guy, people can come out and say that, and it is clear that it has been sampled. This one, why is the sampling?
Talking about Richie granted an interview
Let me say something about, let me do some small education on something.
Okay.
About when your song doesn't necessarily have to come out before you can make claim about whether or not somebody stole your song. Because in copyright law, Ghana practices a common law system of governance, right? Where common law system, you don't necessarily have to write something down, right? Before you can end, you don't have to go and register your song before you can end copyright on it. The moment your song is presented, the moment your song is on anything that is playable, it is deemed that your song has been published. Your song has been presented.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
For which reason your song is now protected. So now, we don't know his case in court, so we can't just speculate.
No.
So there's a way
and the case is already
to be able
he put a case in the media. He put a case.
To be able to to be able to make a claim, there should be what's the name? they should be, I want to do just this education for the people. They should be able to, you should be able to prove that Eugene had access to his song.
But that's exactly what Nana said.
That's what I'm saying. Listen. No. Relax.
You mentioned one way he can claim access. One way he can claim access if the song has already been put out.
No.
He did not say that.
I build collabos for artists in Ghana.
Relax. You mentioned a way you can get access to.
We send a song to an international artist from one local rapper, right? We send a song via email, and the agents of the artist reply the email saying that at this time frame that you are looking for, the artist is unavailable to do the feature because he's working on the project.
Mm-hmm.
So now, when the artist project drops, we send the email in January. In January, we send that email that, okay, this is our big song. We want to do a remix with this artist in UK. Then they said, okay, the timing is good, but the artist is on a project, so you have to wait. Now, if the project of the artist drops, and we hear a certain similarity, whether chord progression, whether melody, whether even inspiration, we have every right with our access given to us, our evidences, the emails that were sent and that was replied. So I'm not just speaking on access on song releasing. I really went back to the database.
I want to add another point. I get you. You're not saying you are wrong. You're right. Another way you can establish access is, for example, if Eugene and the guy recorded a song in the same studio. If Eugene and the guy maybe had a song mixed by the same person, if there is even one person link between Eugene and the guy, for example, the person who directed his video, maybe the cameraman who took the video, the same cameraman Eugene worked with.
Yeah.
That the guy can use that as evidence of Eugene having access to them. So it doesn't mean that he will hold. I'm just saying that access is not just limited to he sending the song to Eugene or just him putting the song out. It could be through some form of contact.
Okay.
The most important thing that we look at when it comes to access is relationship. Is there a relationship between the guy and Eugene? And the relationship can be in any form.
Okay.
It could be through a cameraman, through maybe they went to do an interview in the same studio. And maybe he could say, or Johnny Pendrive in the studio. I mean, it's when it comes to court cases, people can say, I'm just saying that access is broader than just direct access.
Okay,
let's say, because I have not been in a space with Kwame. I was with Kwame in Lagos. And if I speak, maybe someone will say, maybe I'm a buffer, I'm defending Kwame. But I've seen how Kwame Eugene works. I've seen Kwame record with other artists and how not other artists. Kwame recorded Nanaya, Don't Leave Me Alone, and other songs that we have. I have seen how Kwame works. I have seen how, whatever you're saying here, I know that Kwame does not have anything to do with the things you are saying.
I'm not saying that
I'm just saying that for all the things, the assets that will probably make the case even open up in court, Kwame does not fall in the race because I know how he works. You get what I'm trying to say? The thing is that the painful part of this whole thing is that the media could not wait for a case like this to come up to call the boy a thief. It's like to cement the deal that come here. Because media, like David Mowley and things, are always saying, so when the thing came, nobody even tried, like you were saying earlier on, to spend even 5 minutes to do a research on the database of the two songs. Please go online. If you go to Apple Music, you will see the time the song was uploaded, and you see the guy's own. You can't use visuals to judge copyright because some artists release songs earlier in the year and release visuals later in the year.
Sure.
Depending on how the song is doing, and the song was part of a project, but nobody did that basic research to even come out to say that even though yes, Kwame has been seen or Kwame has been tagged with sampling people's music.
The project came out in July.
Yeah, people must come out to sue him. Nobody did a sentence. Okay, actually, if he actually holds water. I feel, maybe I could be wrong, I feel that we are enabling or we are starting a conversation that will come back and bite us as media people. Because when you meet me, maybe I'm doing an example because I did a docu-series. I interviewed an American guy who was at BMI about Calvin Boy's what's it called? Featuring Manifest. What's the song called?
I think I don't remember the title.
Yawanodi.
Yeah.
Why And I asked the BMI guy that this particular song, and I gave him the song, the owner of the song and everything. Then he explained to me. Now when he explained to me, then I came back to even educate some of my friends that, listen, there are songs on the digital stores that artists clear for sampling. We need to be very careful. Your song can be on Apple Music. Depending on whoever is putting the song up for you on Apple Music, if it is TuneCore, if it's Auto, whatever, where there's sync licensing part of the contract that you don't read carefully, you allow your song to be used for commercial purposes, for sampling, so that the system will generate the money in return for you. So the system gives your song as it's available for movie, anything like movie, shows, whatever. So that if once it's used, the platform will generate the money and pay you back. So they send these songs to Netflix and Amazon Prime and all this. The same thing is they open it up for artists who are also doing sampling. We got to learn the right things and say the right things.
Okay, so before Nene came in, I wanted to read a transcript of an interview Richie granted Doreen Avio on this matter. He says, anybody who listens to the two songs will see that there is no similarity whatsoever. The only thing that is similar about the two songs is that they are both called Showbody. However, they released their song in August. In July, Kwame Eugene announced his album's track list, and Showbody was one of the songs on the album track list. The song was recorded in May. Faz recorded and sent his verse on 6th June. Everything was done, publishing was done, and in July, we published the track list. But because the video came out in October, they were thinking that this was announced before Eugene's. So if they come with a story, they can get some attention. But this is what I mean. All it takes the media people to do is a check, or to reach out, or find out. This is, sorry to say, nonsense case. He goes on to say, let's even play the devil's advocate and say that they have any case whatsoever. So they are taking Kwame Eugene to court. Is the media the courtroom? What business has this got to do with the media? When somebody is suing somebody for a house or somebody is fighting over land ownership, do we come on to the media to speculate or on who is right or wrong? So the moment somebody does that, you should realize that the person is looking for attention, because if the person was looking for a solution, you went to the right place, you went to the court. So stay in the court and get your solution. Why are you going to the media? This artist has taken it to the court, and our lawyer sent everything to show them that this case makes no sense. So it's up to the court to decide. As I am saying this, you can go and check or Google Kwame Eugene's Son of Africa track list, and you will see it was released like a month before the Nigerian artist, even released his song. So that's what Richie said. Quick reaction, Nene, on Richie's statement. Under 2 minutes, let's wrap up.
Richie blame of the media is misplaced, because the thing is, Richie has used the media to advance his causes as an artist on occasions. So he should understand that what the media does is carry stories about artists. So Eugene has a narrative. Every artist in the world, no matter who you are, has a narrative the media have about you, right? If you Google any artist's name, no matter what they do, there's a particular narrative the media want to paint about them. Eugene has a narrative which the media didn't start. It was fellow artists who have accused Richie Eugene of quote unquote stealing their song, his song, on different occasions. So there is a narrative about Eugene, which is the fact that he's a quote unquote song thief. So if somebody comes to you,
sampler, what is song thief?
That I said quote unquote. So there is a narrative about him in the media. Whether it's true or not, it doesn't matter. So if somebody comes to you and say, Eugene, the guy you know for this, has done what you know him for, that's an easy story to sell for the media. So as a member of the media, that is a story I will take. Whether how you handle the story is what differentiates you from a different journalist. A journalist will want to call Eugene and have his side of the story, which you and I know that if you call Richie or somebody in his camp, to give you their version of the story. They're not going to give their version of the story until the story come out. They always like to be reactive than, but that's their personal business. The point is, Richie cannot blame the media for carrying a story when there is a story, because in this case, the guy went to file something in court. So there is a story there. As to whether the story is true or not, you can't tell the media what to do.
Right, Nana, let's wrap up. Final words.
Okay, so yeah, Richie is blaming the media because media is supposed to do not just report, but also do a base of their work, like a little research, investigations, or whatever to check.
They are not supposed to. They can do it if they want to.
When you're talking, I was quiet. So the guy have come to the media, yes, because he's an artist. It is not wrong for him to say that or release documents that should have gone to file a case against another artist for sampling without proper recognition or proper.
Are this not a case of sampling though?
No, vice versa.
This one wasn't a sampling. It's a plagiarism.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in that case, he has every right to come and give the story if it's GhanaWeb, One Play, whatever, because obviously he's an artist. Even if he loses the case in court, he's supposed to benefit from it, which is benefiting is what we are doing right now. You get it? I saw the story that GhanaWeb did. I don't know if it was intentional, but they put the guy's music 2 times under the story.
Yeah.
It was intentional.
It's intentional for you to listen and make your own judgment.
No, they put the guy's story and the Eugene story. No, this
both stories were there.
No,
they were both songs.
Both
the link
songs
that
were
was
there.
sent to me.
Both songs were there.
They were, and maybe you've changed it because it wasn't.
Both songs were
okay.
there.
It wasn't.
Okay.
The link that was sent to me. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Have you seen it? Is it both songs?
Then that's a mistake. It's supposed to be both songs.
Exactly. I know what I'm saying.
But no.
So wait. I've seen it. So it's instead of the 2 songs, all the 2 videos are
the guys
Odumes.
Yeah.
So that was
I saw the 2 videos.
Yeah. So the guy has every right to do that. You understand? So you cannot blame. You can't say that it's the media, the courthouse. You understand? Because obviously we are chasing news, and this is newsworthy. So we will bring it out and have a conversation. However, once everybody has done publishing the guy's part, as the ethics demands, you have to do what? Reach out. If you reach out to Richie and he says, I won't speak, it's another story. That says that
reach out to Richie.
Who has?
He said he was.
Who has?
He did an interview with
The guy says nobody reached out. Did he say somebody? Nobody reached out to him.
But there's an interview that
he did an interview.
He granted
yeah, I'm saying that in the
interview.
interview he said that nobody reached out.
No, but what can you say nobody reached out when you are doing an interview in the news and say nobody reached out?
He is doing the interview
because nobody reached out to him for an interview.
Nana Tuaso. No. It's okay. Tuaso. Let's wrap up. Nene, don't interject.
They're kind of writing now. Because of law and Ubia won a priority, Ubia won the Obediamantino, ethics in the Jam. If somebody calls me that I am a good licker and I choose not to respond to it, and media people are taking it any angle, right? And nobody reached out to me to find out if it is true or not, I have also right to call who I try to say Abatepa. Grant me this interview to respond to this because nobody has reached out to me. That's what I'm saying. That's the work that we do. Now, I published the guy's part. I've done the guy's job for him. That's the right thing to do. Now, I pick a phone. Recently, I called Richie for a story about High Life. He said he was in a meeting. He won't respond to it. Bulldog and I1 had a certain back and forth recently. I called Bulldog. He said, Nanaya, don't put me on record, but I think that if I respond to I1, I will be taking the hype away from my new artist. So what you're going to do is you're going to say that you spoke to me, but I want the attention on my new artist. And that's what I played on radio.
Okay, but we don't know for a fact that it was Richie who asked for the interview.
Like the story you just read said that...
I'm saying...
That Richie just said it in the interview that... People could have done their checks.
What I'm saying is that you and I do not know whether it was Avio or Richie who called for the interview. It is possible that wait. Avio is also a journalist. It is. I get why Nene interjected. It is possible that after Avio realized that everybody is pushing this angle, she decided to follow it up to Richie. She's also a journalist.
No. So you're about to my case. You're saying that after we publish, I get a story. I get your story. I've done the publication. I didn't reach out to him.
The publication is that the guy has filed a case,
so I've done the publication,
which is true.
Yes, I've done that part. And he cannot blame the guy for doing that. That one I don't agree with him. That you can't say the guy cannot come to the media. He needs to come to the media because it's a story. Even if he doesn't come to the media, there are people who are always around this copyright and they will find out and they will break it. So he can't say that. What I'm saying is that after we have done that, who tried to reach out? The news publications who tried to reach out.
Probably Avio did.
I have done a story, so many work for people, public relations wise, that you call and then say, oh no, this story come. You go talk, say you no go respond. Then we use that to also do another story. Even on radio, you are a radio person. When you are talking about a story and you call the person says he's not, you say on radio that then you have your clear point. All I'm saying is that between Richie and Avio, it doesn't matter who called whom. There's a form of trust there. There's a little work that was done outside the box. That's all Richie is saying, that when this thing come up, even if you can't reach me, do your mathematics. You go check the online. Check the online. How difficult is this? The album, the song did the album top. Album was released when? When did you release tracklist? When did we do this? Because you see, funny enough, the Kwame Eugene project that we're talking about, I worked on it too. So whatever is happening, I feel like, oh, okay, people go check before you go do another story. It even gives you more credit and more things for your readers. Okay. Because if you're doing more work, you're getting more views. Because a hot cake, until you can check it online. Dates, maybe your headline can be, maybe those who are lazy bloggers, maybe your headline could have been 2 days comparing whatever between Kwame Eugene and whoever, right? Then your readers say, oh, okay, and Kwame Eugene never say, okay. Then you can do another story and say that video comparison. Video was released in October. This was released in August. Could it be that video so and so could influence these guys? You know, that's how you do the work. But as you're becoming too lazy.
All right, Nene, do your final words in.
Okay, so like you said, rightfully, Doreen is also a journalist, and after the interview with Doreen, the medium that published the guy's side of the story also published Richie's response. You understand? So it's not like the media deliberately decide not to carry one side of the story. So Richie cannot say the media did not reach out. Maybe you can say, you can't tell anybody how to do their story, especially in the blogging age when if you do the guy's side and you do Richie's side together, you have one story, that's one click. And if you do one side and do the other side later on, that's 2 clicks.
You can't do 5 clicks from this story because
yes, I'm saying, and then I don't think the media is doing that.
Listen, if you decide you've penned before, you know what I'm saying. The time you used to write for High Newspaper, I used to see your work. I used to see you and your mentors' work. I'm saying that these days boys are becoming lazy. We don't want to accept it.
That one is a different conversation. That's a different
conversation.
No,
it is because we have to do the right thing.
It's in a spinal word,
It doesn't matter. You know, I get what you are saying, but that is not the case in this case. Richard should stop blaming the media when he thinks that the media is not going his way. All artists do that. Okay. When the media is not going their way, they start blaming the media. But the media,
I get that. He doesn't have a point by saying the guy shouldn't bring the case into the media. That one is obvious.
You understand?
Yes, that one he is wrong.
But the media should do more follow-up.
Yes, that's the word.
And the media needs the follow-up.
That's
close.
Nane already is with oneplayafrica.com. Nene B is a columnist, and they helped me with this discussion, this episode of Bloggers Forum. Of course, we have done justice to the topics. We are celebrating our 22nd anniversary, hashtag GhanaWeb 22. Let's celebrate. As part of the celebration, we are doing a road safety campaign, and the hashtag is hashtag GhanaWeb Road Safety. Let's know the challenges that you are facing on your roads. Let's reduce the rate of accidents. If you are a victim or a survivor, if you lost your relative, if you've witnessed an accident scene before, reach out to us on social media. Is at the GhanaWeb, all social media platforms. Send us an email, newswires@ghanaweb.com, newswire@ghanaweb.com. Let's interact, let's unite and reduce the rate of accidents on our roads. Thank you for watching this episode of Bloggers Forum. We'll come your way some other time with yet another riveting discussion. I am Benefo Boabin Abrantipa.
powers and principalities.
There's so much fire inside me.
Tragedy struck when part of the largest hillside at the kosher rubbish dump collapsed.
It's going to be fun to see how he goes about approaching this game.
We table issues relating to the arts and entertainment for a riveting discussion, of course, without fear nor favor.
The question the presenter asked them was a dumb question. You need to speak the part and move.
Varied views. We agree to disagree.
So I would disagree with everything you said. I think that he's a smart guy. I think what he did.
No, but I also said he's a smart guy.
Yeah.
I guess that I'm waiting for the what next. Yeah,
I don't think that we have to wait for what next.
It sometimes gets confrontational, but that's the beauty of the game.
Today you deny funny face. It's not my brother. I don't know him. You don't know funny face. It's not my brother. You don't know funny face.
It's a package. We meet, we sit, we dialogue, we learn, we progress. My name is Benefo Huabin Abrantepa, a proud blogger, and this is my forum.
Powers and principalities.
There's so much fire inside me.
Tragedy struck when part of the largest hillside at the kosher rubbish dump collapsed.
It's going to be fun to see how he goes about approaching this game.
I'm encouraged by the evolution of the telecoms market over the years, and MTN has made an invaluable contribution to it. Hello has become yellow. You were a distant third in 1996, but you're now the market leader. You've done well in your business. You've been deliberate on delivering on your mandate to the best of your ability. MTN zero-rated educational sites for thousands of educational sites enabled our young people to study and learn remotely, amongst other innovations that you pioneered. As government works to deepen digitalization in a more sustainable way, We look forward to greater industry collaboration and partnerships with you to move the Ghanaian telecoms market into the forefront of the African continent. Thank you for your attention.